Welcome to the World Wide Web. What is HTML? HTML, or Hypertext Markup Language, is the backbone of the internet. It's the standard language used to create and design web pages. Without HTML, the web as we know it wouldn't exist. Have you ever looked at a website and wondered how it's made? The answer lies in HTML. It's the first step in building any website, providing the basic structure and layout. It all starts with HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It's a simple yet powerful tool that allows you to create and organize content on the web. It's the foundation of every single web page you see online. From simple text to complex multimedia, HTML is what makes it all possible. Think of it as the skeleton of a website. Just like our bones provide structure, HTML gives structure to web pages. It defines the layout and essential elements, ensuring everything is in its right place. HTML uses special codes called tags to tell your web browser how to display content. These tags are the building blocks of HTML, each serving a specific purpose. These tags are like instructions that say, this is a heading, or this is a paragraph, or show this image here. They help organize and format the content, making it readable and visually appealing. Your browser reads these tags and then displays the content accordingly. This process happens in the blink of an eye, transforming code into the web pages you interact with daily. HTML is a simple language to learn, even if you've never coded before. It's designed to be user-friendly, making it accessible to anyone interested in web development. Don't worry, it's not as scary as it sounds. With the right resources and a bit of practice, you'll find yourself getting the hang of it in no time. With a little bit of practice, you'll be writing HTML like a pro in no time. The more you work with it, the more intuitive it becomes. Now that you know what HTML is, let's explore why it's so important in the world of web development. HTML is the starting point for creating engaging, interactive, and dynamic websites that captivate users. The power trio: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. HTML is super important, but it doesn't work alone. It's like the foundation of a house, providing the basic structure and layout. To create truly amazing websites, we need a team. Just like building a house requires architects, designers, and builders, that's where CSS and JavaScript come in. They are the designers and the engineers of the web. Together, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript form the backbone of modern web development. They work in harmony to create seamless and engaging user experiences. We already know that HTML provides the structure of a web page. It's like the skeleton that holds everything in place. Think of CSS as the stylist. It adds the flair and the fashion to the structure. It makes websites look good. CSS is responsible for the visual appeal, making sure everything looks polished and professional. CSS adds colors, fonts, layouts, and overall visual appeal. It transforms a plain HTML page into something beautiful and engaging. It takes your basic HTML skeleton and turns it into a beautiful, user-friendly website. The difference is like night and day. And then there's JavaScript, the life of the party. It brings websites to life with interactivity and dynamic content. JavaScript adds interactivity and dynamic elements to your website. It makes the web experience engaging and responsive. It makes things move, respond to user actions, and do all sorts of cool stuff. From animations to form validations, JavaScript does it all. Want a button that changes color when you hover over it? That's JavaScript. It adds those little touches that make a big difference. So you see, HTML is the essential foundation upon which we build amazing web experiences with the help of CSS and JavaScript. Together, they create the magic of the web. How websites work: a simple analogy. Imagine you're ordering food at a restaurant. You, the client, look at the menu, HTML, choose what you want, and tell the waiter, your web browser. The waiter takes your order to the kitchen, the web server, where they prepare your food. Once it's ready, the waiter brings your delicious meal, the website content, to your table. In this analogy, you are the user browsing the internet. The menu is the HTML code of a website. The waiter is your web browser, like Chrome, Firefox, or Safari. The kitchen is the web server where the website files are stored. The food is the actual content of the website, like text, images, and videos. This is a simplified explanation, but it gives you a basic idea of how websites work. HTML is the language that structures the website's content, and your browser interprets that code to display it to you. Section 4: Setting up your workspace. Visual Studio Code. Ready to start writing some HTML? Great. First, you'll need a code editor. A code editor is a specialized tool that helps you write and manage your code efficiently. It offers features like syntax highlighting, code completion, and debugging tools. There are many code editors out there, but we'll be using Visual Studio Code, which is free, open source, and easy to use. It's popular among developers for its versatility and extensive range of extensions. Here's how to set it up. 1. Download and install Visual Studio Code. Go to the official website and download the version for your operating system. Whether you're using Windows, Mac OS, or Linux, there's a version for you. Follow the instructions to install it on your computer. The installation process is straightforward and should only take a few minutes. 2. Open Visual Studio Code. Once installed, open Visual Studio Code. You'll see a welcome screen with some options to help you get started. 3. Create a new folder. Create a new folder on your computer where you'll save your HTML files. This will help you keep your project organized. You can name it My Website or something similar. Naming your folder appropriately will make it easier to find later. 4. Open the folder in Visual Studio Code. In Visual Studio Code, go to File. Open Folder and select the folder you just created. This will allow you to access all your project files directly from the editor. Now you have Visual Studio Code ready to go. You can start writing your HTML code and take advantage of the powerful features that Visual Studio Code offers. Happy coding! With your workspace set up, you're well on your way to becoming proficient in HTML and web development. Enjoy the journey. Section 5. The skeleton of a web page, HTML structure. Every HTML document follows a basic structure. It's like a recipe. If you follow the right order, you'll bake a delicious website. Here's the basic HTML structure. Let's break it down. Section 6. Building blocks of HTML essential tags. HTML uses tags to structure content. Tags are like containers that tell the browser how to display the content within them. Here are some essential HTML tags. The two tags are heading tags, is the largest and is the smallest. The tag defines a paragraph of text, the tag inserts a line break, the tag embeds an image, the tag creates a hyperlink. Here's an example of how to use these tags. Section 7. Keep exploring. Congratulations, you've just taken your first steps into the world of web development. This is only the beginning. There's so much more to learn about HTML and web development in general. Here are some ways to keep exploring practice. The best way to learn is by doing. Create more HTML documents, experiment with different tags, and see what you can build. Online resources. There are tons of free resources available online like W3 Schools and Mozilla Developer Network. Books and courses. If you prefer a more structured approach, there are many books and online courses available. Join a community. Connect with other learners and developers online or in person. Remember, everyone starts somewhere. Don't be afraid to experiment, make mistakes, and learn from them. The world of web development is vast and exciting, and with HTML as your foundation, you can build amazing things.